about Ripple's lawsuit with the SEC. Obviously, we've seen a sweeping change in policy at that regulator in just the last few weeks. And I'm wondering whether that's impacting litigation brought under the former SEC chair, Gary Gensler. So what's the latest on your case?
As you know, Mackenzie, Ripple was sued way back in 2020. No allegations of fraud, no allegations of market manipulation, no allegations of consumer harm. In fact, the SEC couldn't even identify a single victim that suffered any loss. It was this lawsuit, which was basically you failed to come in and register with the SEC when the SEC knew that there was no mechanism for a crypto company to ever register with the SEC. This was part of the war on crypto. This was part of an effort to destroy the crypto industry through regulation by enforcement. We defended that case over 4 years. We spent $150 million in defense costs. We won. The SEC, under the prior administration, filed an appeal. And on January 15th, 5 days before the inauguration, they actually filed their opening brief in that appeal. I remain cautiously optimistic that the new administration under Paul Atkins, which hopefully I anticipate will be confirmed as the new SEC chair, will do away with these lawsuits that have, again, these non-fraud lawsuits, these victimless crime lawsuits. I think it's a waste of taxpayers' money. It's a waste of regulatory resources to pursue these lawsuits. So hopefully it'll be voluntarily dismissed. But until that time, we'll continue to defend. We'll file our responsive brief in the Second Circuit. But we're thinking about this really as background noise right now. We're leaning into the U.S., and we're thrilled to partner with this administration to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world.
What's up, bull runners? Welcome back to the channel. Imagine waking up to find your digital assets frozen, your transactions halted in the vast expanse of crypto space. But fear not, for today we unveil the untangling of the digital web and the dawn of a new gaming realms that could redefine your crypto experience. Dive into the pulse of the crypto world where every moment counts and every update could be your next big win. In the shadows of yesterday, the XRP Ledger stumbled into an unexpected halt, leaving thousands of transactions in limbo for over an hour. Ripple, the masterminds behind XRP, have now restored the network's heartbeat, ensuring your crypto journey resumes without further delay. But what caused this digital blackout? And how secure is the path forward? We'll explore the intricacies of the incident and Ripple's swift recovery actions, providing you with the peace of mind in your investment choices. And we'll be covering a new era in gaming that beckons with Moonray, an Ethereum-based game set to launch on both Xbox and PS5 platforms. Web3 Gamer has brought this innovation to light, where blockchain meets gaming, offering true ownership of in-game assets. But can this blend of technology and entertainment truly revolutionize your gaming experience? Or is it just another mirage in the crypto desert? Every second counts in the crypto market, with CFTC's acting chair announcing a shift from regulation by enforcement to a more transparent regulatory framework. The landscape is about to change. This could be the moment where your investments either soar or stagnate. Don't miss out on understanding how these regulatory changes will impact your portfolio. The clock is ticking and knowledge is power. But wait, there's more. If you stick with us until the end of this video, you'll get an exclusive sneak peek at our Altcoin Pro, our vibrant crypto community platform. Here you'll connect with fellow enthusiasts, share insights, and perhaps even spot the next big token before it hits the mainstream. And if you're like most people, you probably don't have the opportunity to spend hours a day in the crypto news like we do, but that's what we do when we bring that to you in a condensed manner. So if that's what you're looking for, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you're feeling bullish about this current bull run, let me know by commenting 777 down below. We will also be jumping over to X to find out what is happening, breaking news in the crypto world today. We'll also jump over to the charts and check out XRP. We have now officially switched over to red money flow. So money flow was green. Lots of money coming into the market. Now, unfortunately, we have switched over to the red. We'll take a look at the updates for the supports and resistance and where XRP may be going. But first, let's take a look at the health of the overall crypto market right now. The market cap coming in at $3.2 trillion. It is up 1.1% over the last 24 hours. We just dipped under $3 trillion for the first time back on February 2nd. Will the rise continue? Fear and greed index hitting all the way down at a 38, not looking good for the crypto market there. And altcoin season index also dropping out of the 40s into 36. ETF inflows for both Bitcoin and Ethereum creeped up to the top side here, $648 million. And I'm sure you're a genius out there, so you've been paying attention, but Ethereum is really starting to gain some momentum, not necessarily in the price charts, but big whales are really accumulating Ethereum. We can see here on February 3rd, $307 million was accumulated. Top 5 trending coins on CoinMarketCap. Number 1 is Trump, up 7%. Fourth, up 12%. Vine, up 11%. Luna Classic coming up with a 3.33%, and GST up 44%. Top 5 coins by market cap: Bitcoin number 1, Ethereum number 2, Tether number 3, XRP number 4, and Solana rounding it up at number 5. As you saw in the intro of the video, Stuart Alderati, Chief Legal Officer for Ripple, had some really great things to say about the movement forward for the Ripple XRP SEC case. He sees really good things coming in the future. Hey, bull runners, are you feeling FOMO about this bull run without the right financial support? We're here to change that. We're not just about funding, we're about growing your business together. Whether you're investing in crypto, kicking off a new startup, managing your existing business, or looking to expand, we have personalized funding that meets your exact needs. Imagine starting your business or getting capital to invest $100,000 to $250,000 at 0% interest. That's not a dream, it's what we do. We've helped countless entrepreneurs like you with 0% interest funding without needing personal funds, income verification, or collateral. With just a 680 credit score, you qualify. We understand that your business can't wait, so take advantage of our quick funding approach. We look beyond the credit score with inclusive approval process that sees the big picture of your business or investment potential. Our flexible repayments are tailored to match your business cycles, ensuring you can manage repayments without strain. With access to our extensive lending network of over 5,000 options, we're committed to finding the perfect match for your business or investing needs. Plus, you'll have our dedicated team by your side, guiding you through every step of the funding journey. Whether it's buying crypto, hiring new employees, or launching a new product, we're committed to your success. Click the link to connect with our expert advisors and secure your business's future now. Ripple also had a major post that just came out. The custody market is set to exceed $100 billion by 2033, fueled by tokenized assets. You may have heard the term real world assets coming on chain. Stay ahead. Custodians need bank-grade security, 24/7 access, and compliance. Learn more about Ripple Custody and download our digital asset custody guide. You can head over to ripple.com and check out their latest article. And this was an interesting post by MetaMan X. He found Vitalik Buterin talking about XRP. Take a listen.
That's really what Ethereum is. You know, people talk a lot about things, talk about cryptocurrency 2.0 being like the internet of value. We're not the internet of value. Ripple is the internet of value.
So back December 2014, Vitalik Buterin saying Ripple is the internet of value. And as we've been saying, this man bought $249 million worth of Bitcoin, but also, this is what I'm trying to get you guys to pay attention to here, $276 million worth of Ethereum yesterday. BlackRock is accumulating. World Liberty Token is accumulating. Eric Trump is accumulating. Everyone is accumulating Ethereum, these big major whales. So pay attention to Ethereum in the future. And big update here. The SEC is scaling back its crypto enforcement unit, some in a special unit of 50 lawyers, and the staff has been dedicated to bringing enforcement actions are being reassigned according to a just published New York Times article. SEC moves to scale back its crypto enforcement efforts. And Jeremy Hogan, who's been following the XRP, the Ripple case extremely close, he says the SEC katanas have been sheathed. All that remains is the harakiri, the litigation. And we enter the Magi era. And we have Navi posting here, Donald Trump bought 200 million worth of ETH. Fidelity bought 49 million worth of ETH. BlackRock, 300 million worth of ETH. Navi bought $69 in ETH. Whales are shaking weak hands out. And in a big move, the SEC now has a crypto email address. Never thought I'd see the day, but email crypto@thesec.gov. And again, it's what I'm saying. Everyone is talking about this. BlackRock's ETF just bought the second largest amount of Ethereum on record. And big news, since Ripple launched their RLUSD, want to keep this in the spotlight as well. Stablecoin transaction value surpasses Visa and MasterCard in 2024, with $15.6 trillion per ARK Invest. And very bullish, a total of 22 states have introduced Bitcoin and digital asset bills so far. There is no stopping this train. And check this one out. The US government held a press conference to tell us that assets will go on chain, America will lead, the golden age of digital assets has already begun, and this age will be called the Internet of Value. This is historic for XRP, and that connects back to what we just talked about, Vitalik Buterin talking about how Ripple is the Internet of Value. FDIC plans to revise crypto guidelines and allow banks to engage in crypto activities. And this is one of those conspiracy scenarios that I wanted to point out here. We've talked a lot about Mr. Poole on the channel, some of the crazy connections that he ends up having when it comes to XRP. It's 2025 and people still don't believe the riddles are legit. They are very real. Not everyone can be helped. Best of luck. And the reason that this was brought up is because Mr. Poole posted on February 4th of 2021, sorry, we're experiencing technical difficulties. And as you know, which we're going to talk about the actual article here shortly, XRP had some technical difficulties yesterday. The XRPL halted last produced ledger block 10 minutes ago, investigating. David Schwartz did come out and talk about it yesterday as well. The network is now recovering. We don't know exactly what caused the issue. Super preliminary observation. It looked like consensus was running, but validations were not being published, causing the network to drift apart. Validator operators manually intervened to choose a sane starting point at the last ledger that anyone could have seen as fully validated and began publishing validations from there. This can be done without coordination, but it's always better to get second and third opinions. Once servers started seeing a few validations from a few sources, they were able to build enough consensus to pull back the network over to a coordinated ledger stream after the last ledger the network managed to validate. This is all preliminary and might turn out to be wrong. So let's dive into the headline. Ripple says the ledger back online after hour-long network halt. Network activity froze at block height 939.27174 for 64 minutes before the blockchain was rebooted on February 4th at 10:58 a.m. UTC, XRPL's Explorer page shows. David Schwartz noted that very few unique nodes list validators were forced to make changes to reboot the network. So it's possible the network spontaneously recovered. RippleX's X account noted that customers' funds remained safe throughout the incident. And after everything was resolved, David Schwartz then posted a funny meme on his page on X saying, "Hello, IT, have you tried turning it off and on again?" Around 2 million transactions are executed, anywhere between 30,000 to 60,000 unique senders each day, XRP scan data shows. Consequently, around 88,000 transactions may have been delayed as a result of the network halt. The network halt started chatter about Ripple's centralized setup after Daniel Keller, Chief Technology Officer of XRPL node operator Eminence, pointed out that all 35 nodes were back validating. Now, the only issue is, as you know right now, there is a pretty big feud going on between XRP and Bitcoin maxis. And Bitcoin maxis are talking about how XRP sucks and XRP this and XRP that. So unfortunately, this was kind of a really bad timing for this scenario to go down. But on the bright side, a lot of people are talking about how this could have been an on-purpose scenario where they were load testing XRP because of the fact that all of the assets could be moving to the XRP ledger. I'm talking real-world assets. We're talking the United States government. As we know right now, Doge is potentially wanting to put the treasury on an actual blockchain. Is XRP going to be that blockchain? And so there's rumors swirling around that this could have been the load test before we actually flip the switch. XRP Ledger's centralization's concerns have been a common source of criticisms, given competitor blockchains like Ethereum continue to decentralize with more than 1 million daily active validators securing the network. XRP hit a 24-hour low of $2.47 at the time of XRP Ledger's network halt, but has since rebounded to $2.53 at the time of publication. The token has been one of the best of the industry's performers since Donald Trump won the election, increasing over 396% since November 5th. XRP Ledger's halt comes as Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse is pushing for XRP to be included as a U.S. reserve asset, which Trump's crypto czar David Sachs will explore. So there was a little bit of a hiccup for XRP and the XRP Ledger. However, it was handled. No money was lost. No transactions was lost. Just a little delay in transactions being processed. Once the dust settled, everything was good to go. And in the Ethereum headlines as well, Ethereum game Moonray is going to be launching on Xbox and PS5, which is a big deal because, as you know, a lot of people are talking about adoption of crypto. And people think that gaming could be the easiest, most simple form of adoption for the normies out there to really get on board. Blockchain games will never reach mass adoption without Xbox and PlayStation, claims Moonray Studio CEO Rodrigo. The majority of gamers are found on platforms such as PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. To onboard gamers to Web3, you need to go where they are. Without these platforms and meeting players on their terms, blockchain games will never be able to reach gamers at scale. Moonray Studios' Ethereum-based multiplayer battle arena game Moonray has been available on PC through Epic Game Store since July. It's headed to Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 later this year. The release dates aren't locked in yet, but the porting process is already underway, and the team expects to start play tests in the second half of 2025. Moonray is the second Web3 game to break into mainstream consoles following the early access launch to the first-person shooter Off the Grid, which was actually a really big hit. A lot of people talked really great things about it on Xbox Series X and PlayStation. That happened in October. Etcheto thinks Moonray has found the right balance between crossplay across platforms to reach many gamers as possible, all while sticking to the platform's terms and conditions. It hasn't been easy for crypto games to play within the rules of traditional platforms. In October of 2021, Valve, the firm behind Steam, removed blockchain-based games from its platform and advised users not to publish content on crypto or NFTs. So are you excited about a real Ethereum-based game going to Xbox and PS5? I'm excited to see when GTA 6 launches. There's been a lot of rumors that it will also have the Web3 and blockchain gaming technology built into it. And in political news for crypto, CFTC chair says they are ending regulation by enforcement. The commission will divide its enforcement responsibilities into two task forces focused mainly on complex fraud and retail fraud. Caroline Pham is the acting chair at the CFTC, announced the agency would be winding down its practice of regulation by enforcement, likely impacting the approach of crypto firms during the Trump administration. In a February 4th notice, Pham said that the CFTC was restructuring the priorities of its division of enforcement to focus on fraud, suggesting that the move will stop regulation by enforcement against good citizens. The commission will divide its responsibilities into two task forces focusing mainly on retail fraud and violations of Commodities Exchange Act and the complex fraud and manipulation. The shift in the commission's approach to enforcement was one of Pham's first actions since becoming CFTC chair January 20th, following former chair Rostin Banham stepping down. At the time of publication, it was unclear whom U.S. President Trump intended to nominate to fill Banham's seat at the CFTC once he leaves officially on February 7th. Changes across U.S. regulators under Trump. Another major U.S. financial regulator, the SEC, announced January 21st that it would form a crypto task force to develop a framework of digital assets. SEC Commissioner Mark Ueda has been leading the agency as acting chair until U.S. Senate decides whether to confirm Paul Atkins, Trump's pick to replace Gary Gensler. On January 27th, Pham announced that the commission would hold public roundtable discussions on market issue, engaging with industry leaders to potentially include digital assets. Reports also suggest the CFTC was investigating Super Bowl bets. The championship game is scheduled for February 9th, offered by Crypto.com and betting platform Kalshi. So things are really moving fast with this new Trump administration. Usually government moves at the speed of an iceberg, but with the new administration coming in, it has been a light speed. Everyone's learning new information every single day, coming at you out of a fire hose. It's actually been very exciting, but it's also very confusing. So we will continue to keep you updated. Make sure you subscribe so you're not left behind. Taking a look at XRP charts, since breaking out on January 11th and creating a new all-time high at $3.40, we have since then seen a sell-off to the downside. And if you're new here to taking a look at these charts, we have found a really interesting scenario that's playing out. If you take the candles from the history of the drop from 2018 and you draw a direct line to the center point of that high from the April of 2021, and you have a starting point here and you have your ray second point right here in the middle, it will draw a line into the future. And those lines have actually been very, very, very accurate as far as where price has gone and stayed as a support or a resistance. In fact, the other day when we had that crazy drop to the downside, it literally hit on the wick exactly off of one of our trend lines. And that line comes to us from January 10th of 2018. We can also see that our January 31st of 2018 trend line is exactly where we ran into trouble and we started to fail to the upside. We did wick up nicely to the $3.40. However, the bodies of the candles did not close on our January 31st trend line. So as we talked about yesterday, we had a nice support right here at $2.49. Unfortunately, we did lose that one. Our next level of support is right down here at $2.28. And that also does correspond with the symmetrical triangle pattern that was played out. There is a support from that baseline of the symmetrical triangle. So if we continue to see a drop to the downside, $2.29 is a really, really strong support level for us. If we were to lose that, there's a possibility of a significant drop getting us back to $1.92. And then after that, back to this line that it already retested at $1.77. However, conversely, if we do start to build some momentum to the upside, as you can see right here, our momentum wave has started to curl back to the upside. Our VWAP is starting to curl to the upside. Unfortunately, we have turned to a red money flow indicator. But if we can get this to turn back to the upside, get us a green dot like we did back here on January 1st with the big powerful move to the upside, you can see right here when this made that move up, it rejected right off of this trend line. That green trend line was from January 22nd. Then it came back and retested the blue line before blowing through it to the upside. So right now we do need to see some momentum. We need to see some money flow coming into the markets. We will need to break back through this $2.50 level, making our way to the next level here at $2.80, then $2.99, and then $3.29. Now, here's what's really exciting though. Once we blow through these to the upside, there's a big gap between this current line and the one we have not tested yet, which is the $4 resistance level. So the line that we failed to break officially with a body through it was the January 31st line. And this line right here is from February 2nd, 2018. Let's move that to the center so we can see it better there. So that is where we're at as far as resistance and supports on the way to the upside. The very great thing that's going on right now is that the XRP army is still continuing to hold strong. They are diamond hands. As you know, they have a reputation for that. And in fact, when we jump over here to CoinGlass and we look at our XRP spot inflow outflow, we can see the red is people buying on exchanges and extracting that from an exchange and putting it into their wallet to store it. So you can see historically, XRP holders tend to like to take their money off of exchanges. And as we've had this slow drip to the downside, there was only one day recently where there was more people taking profit. These are people that got scared. They let go of it. They got shaken out. 71 million people, $71 million worth of XRP was put back on exchanges. The very next day, 84 million was taken back off of the exchanges. So people are diamond handing XRP, which is very positive for the price to the upside. Another indicator of people holding on to their XRP is the XRP Ledger exchange reserve. Binance, as you can see, their exchange reserves are starting to dwindle to the downside. Even though price is going down, we're having more and more accumulation of XRP off of Binance. We take a look at KuCoin. They've had a steady decline in XRP in reserves on their exchange. BitThumb, obviously, they ramped up their holdings on their exchange after that massive run to the upside, and they've been holding strong ever since. BitGet themselves, the exchange, has actually been accumulating XRP on the way up. And when we take a look at the spot buying volume, heat map volume here, Binance, Coinbase, Bybit, OKX, these are all exchange buys. These are people buying volume off of the exchange. And over here, you have people either removing, this is the heat map net inflow, people removing their coins from Binance, removing them from Coinbase, or from Kraken, sorry. But people are sending money to Coinbase, Bybit, and Bitstamp to sell it off. Those are the weak paper hands.
Hey, bull runners, check this out. If you want to learn how to find the next 10x, 50x, or even 100x altcoin in this video, listen to this. Our research team posted GOAT on the 13th of October of 2024 when it was right at a penny, and since then it rallied to over $1 and is currently still up over 5,000%. That's like turning $1,000 into over $50,000. Our team called Pendle at only a $16 million market cap, or 16 cents, back on February 18th of 2023, all the way back here, and since then it's rallied up over 4,000%. That's a 40x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $40,000. Our team also called BitTensor Tau September 15th, 2022, before the token was ever even launched. And since then, Tau has rallied over 2,000%. That's a 20x. Our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. And the bull run is just getting started. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University through the link below. And although we make no guarantees because crypto is definitely risky, guys, this is only $97 a month or $970 a year. If you want to save $194, getting 2 months for free and unlock some exclusive bonuses through the link below. But I'm not going to talk all about that in this video because we have a lot to cover. Just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers, because we have a lot to cover with you over the next few minutes in this video to help you become the first millionaire in your family tree. If that's a goal of yours, our goal is to help 1,000 members set their portfolio up for life this month. And you can get started through the link in the description below right now, or you can go to bullrunners.com to take advantage of the bonuses we're giving you before they expire. We have about 200 members right now, and we literally just launched like less than 5 days ago at the time of making this video. Everyone is loving the community. They're loving the education. They're getting access to real-time altcoin picks first before we ever make videos about them. So click the link in the description below, watch the video, and I'll see you on the inside.